friends, and welcome to my channel, new and returning subscribers. It's Margie from the Budget Evolution, where we have fun saving our money, and today we are working on our budget for the month of September. I know, the year is flying by. It's crazy. I can't believe how quickly the months go by. I mean, I look forward to doing my budget every month. I never used to be like that. I really enjoyed, like today, I was sitting outside. It was beautiful out on the deck. And I just sat there and I did my monthly budget. And I was like, oh, this feels so good, you know? So let's get started. I've already decorated my calendar. I'm going to have to add in the next quarter because this is the last one of this quarter. Holy moly. So we are in now September. I am obviously, well, not obviously, you wouldn't know that because it's coming out in September, but I am pre-recording. And all of my videos this month will be pre-recorded because we will be away for almost 3 weeks. And I wanted to make sure that my videos were still going out and you guys still had content to look at while I'm away on vacation. Yes, we will be going away. I mean, we're leaving like literally the 15th of September and we ain't coming back until October. I know, so fun. I can't wait until this trip. Anyway, yeah, my girlfriend, let me tell you, my girlfriend next door is amazing because she comes here to our house. She lives literally next door, but she sleeps here at our house to take care of our dog. She's amazing, absolutely amazing. We wouldn't be able to do these trips with a dog. We would have had to put him in a kennel, and to put him in a kennel for almost 3 weeks, that's just, I would have felt terrible, but I am so happy to have her and she's just awesome. So kudos to her. All right. So let's see. Labor Day is Monday. I think you guys may or may not see this on Monday or Tuesday. I'm not exactly sure of the schedule that I'm going to have out, but it will probably go out. I want to say it's either going to go out the last week in August or the first of September. And the reason why is because then I'm going to have to do my weekly budget because my first paycheck comes out on the 4th. And we have 2 paychecks coming out on the 18th, but I'm going to try to separate the 2 paychecks only because we're not coming back until, I don't even have October in here yet. So there you go. Let's see. Oh, my sister's birthday. We'll put Sis B Day here. So don't forget that. Not that I'll be able to see it, you know, because we'll be away. Anything else is going on. I guess I'll fill this in if I feel there's a need, because literally we are only going to be here like 14 days. And the rest of the time we're not. So not a lot of planning that I need to do. But we will just now move on and get to our budget. Okay, I zoomed us in so we can see, so you guys can see what I'm doing. All right, we have 3 paychecks this month, same as usual. So we got paycheck number 1, and that will be coming out on the 4th of September. We've got paycheck number 2. That one's going to be on the 18th, as well as paycheck number 3 will also be on the 18th. Now, since we are going to be away, it would be nearly impossible for me to stuff real money. So I've considered stuffing fake money, prop money. I have prop money in my drawer here. It was interesting because I bought more prop money so I'll be able to do both paychecks. And can you believe this prop money came in and it is smaller? I was so upset. It was smaller. It was a little thicker, which I did kind of like that, but it's not the same size. And I can't get this one, which is the one that I got. And I really like this because I bought 2 of them. I really should have bought 3. But anyway, so I'm going to be stuffing our last paychecks with prop money, only so you guys get the same feeling, but it might end up being 2 different sizes of prop money. Who knows? Because I spent money on that and I already opened it, so I don't know if I could ship it back. Do you think they take it back? I don't know. All right. Well, anyway, so our first paycheck, my paycheck does not change. It's 2173 and 82. Hubby's Social Security check is 2101. That has not changed, and my second paycheck for the month is 2173.82. Does not change. Like it that way. I don't think I could handle having a paycheck that was consistently different. It just makes it harder to plan. So we've got $6,448.64. We're going to leave $2.64 in the buffer. And then that leaves us with $6,446 to plan. All right, our fixed bills. We have electric. I didn't even fill this out. I am so sorry. You know what? I'm going to do this and I'll speed this up. Okay, so for electric, we have $146. We are on a payment plan, so it's the same amount every month. Homeowners insurance is going to be $235. Our water bill has been running about $60. Health insurance is going to be $145. Car insurance is at $444. I think it's the regular amount is $436, but the $444, I don't mind leaving that little bit of extra money in the account because it's like every 6 months it changes anyway. So just leave a little extra couple of dollars in there. Tolls, we are leaving at $75 because we do pay for my daughter's tolls as well. T-Mobile is our cell phones and internet, and that has been the same, hasn't changed, $227. We are not looking at getting new phones or anything this year, so we are good. Natural gas also on a payment plan, and that is $148. Monthly subscriptions is $70. Next month, I think I'm going to up that to $80 because we are paying for Minecraft Realms. So that is an extra cost, and I don't think I have that figured into that $70 a month amount. And it's the same thing with our yearly subscriptions. We're paying for YNAB right now, so I don't know how long we're going to have it. I did pay for the whole year, and at some point, and that's something that I'm going to work on while I'm on vacation. There's 5 days we're going to be at sea, so that's a long time to be at sea with not a lot to do. And it's a smaller ship, so it's not like a big ship like we were on, like the MSC Meraviglia. That was a huge ship, lots to do. We were very busy. But since we're going to have a lot of downtime in those 5 days in the Pacific Ocean, I figured it would give me an opportunity, because we are going to pay for the streaming plan, is to work on my YNAB and really try to understand it. I've now tried it 2 times to start it over. I think what I might do, because what's confusing me is the cash envelope system and how to use the cash envelope system within YNAB. And that's what is making it, it just hasn't clicked in my brain yet. So anyway, so Capital One savings is 50. So that is something that I'm going to, I might work on while I'm there. I don't know, I might decide to read a book for 5 days and just not do anything. So let's add this up. So we've got 146, 235, 60, 145, 444, 75, 227, 148, 70, and 50. And that is $1,600. And then we take our 6,446 minus our 1,600, and that gives us $4,846. Okay, I went ahead and filled out the rest of our budget sheet. So in cash envelopes, we have myself, my hubby, groceries, household, gas for me, gas for my husband, and dining out. So for me, I get $100 for the month. Hubby gets $100 for the month. Groceries, now since we're going to be away for half of the month, I gave us a $150 budget. Here's the thing. It is now, like I said, I'm pre-recording this about like 8 or so days ahead of time before September. And hubby has already spent all the money in our grocery fund. I gave him $400 thinking that I only needed $50, but we spent more than that. Anyway, we're already over budget. And now I told him, I said, what we're going to do before we go away is try to use up everything that we have in the house. So make meals with everything that's in our freezer, in our pantry, whatever it is. And the only thing that we might need to buy is like milk, maybe lunch meat for lunch. And that is it. And maybe fruits and vegetables. Other than that, we need to get rid of as much stuff because we're not going to be here for almost 3 weeks. So we don't want food to go bad. And there's already stuff in there that's already going bad because we're not eating it quick enough. So, but something tells me he's still going to go over that. Guaranteed. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyway, so I think we just have to raise it, but I don't want to raise it. I want to keep trying to restrict ourselves, but we keep robbing Peter to pay our grocery bill. So I'm not exactly sure what the answer is. So we'll think about it. So household is getting 100. I get 50 for gas. Hubby gets 50 for gas. And then dining out, we get 100. And that is 100, 100, 150, 100, 50, 50, and 100. And that is $650. So we take our $4,846 in remaining income minus our $650, and that gives us $4,196 to work towards our sinking funds. Okay, so we have a new category, and it's called Mental Health Day. So after I get back from vacation, I have no PTO left. None for the rest of the year. That's a long time not to have any time off. And it was funny because when I was sick, I had an extra like 2.5 days that I had set aside. And I figured, I'll have, if I need a day here or a day there for the end of the year, but I didn't expect to get sick that badly. And I had already used part-time, because if I work an extra hour here and there, I can use the extra hour somewhere else. Well, since I used my last 2 remaining days on top of what I'm going to be using for our vacation, I have no time left. Now, my company allows us to take off an additional week with no pay. Well, when you're working with a budget, if I take no pay, now I got to rework my budget. So I figured since we weren't going to be using as much in groceries, I need to put that money aside. So if I do take a day with no pay, I have money set aside for the budget. So we're going to do $200 in Mental Health Day, and you're going to see some of that money next month, not next month. This is October. Yeah, in October, because October is our magic month. So I'm going to probably add a little bit more in there as well. So then I don't feel bad taking a day off if I need to, or if I'm not feeling well, or I have a doctor's appointment, whatever it might be. So we have renovations. We are going to put a little bit of money into this because hubby and I had decided that instead of renovating like big projects right now, since we really wanted to focus on traveling and enjoying our lives while we are still able, we decided that we're only going to do little things around the house. Now, I've been wanting to put the new blinds up in our bedroom. I have $200 already set aside for that. Now I'm going to our bathroom. So one of the biggest projects we wanted to do was our master bathroom. So we said, well, what could we do in the meantime to make us a little happy? And then we could still use the same fixtures. And that is our faucets, because the faucets are even though they're Moen faucets, I don't like them. I never liked them. They came with the house. Because, they were Build-A-Grade, and we were just like, well, that looks nice, But after using them for 27 years, I'm done. Like, hubby's already changed the knobs, the washers. And so we had just did our shower handle and cord, everything, the whole shower unit, whatever it is. He replaced that. So now we're going to do the faucets as well. So that's what that money is going to go towards. J-House is just the little extra money I set aside, for things to do with my daughter. And then the accountant, we're just, being proactive and putting money aside until our taxes next year. Car maintenance, same thing. We are putting this towards, any maintenance that we have on our cars. DMV is our vehicle registrations with the state. And then investment is our CD ladder that we are working on. Right now, I haven't been putting as much money because I would do $50 for the CD ladder, $50 for dripping stocks. And I've only been doing the one, and I think I only have like $100 set aside to do the dripping. So I have to do that, get that money in there, and then work on our CD ladder. We will up that once I know exactly what's happening with my daughter's student loan that we're paying. Once I know the exact amount, then I'll have a little bit more idea of how much money I could put in other funds. Okay, so life insurance is going to be $26. That's, you know, all I did was take the amount we pay for the year and I divided it by 12 months. All right, MUA is our utilities authority, and that is going to get $30. That comes out biannually. Our medical, we put $200 towards prescriptions and any copays. Winter is our little puppy, and he gets $70. And next month we are going to be upping that a little bit because I do want to put a little bit extra away, because $70 really covers his grooming, but it doesn't cover anything to go to like the vet or anything. Yearly subscriptions, same thing. You know, we were just talking about yearly subscriptions. Right now it's at $50, but we are paying for YNAB. I think I might want to keep it for another year, but I haven't decided that, so that might change as well. Date night is going to get $20. Party fund is going to get $20. Retail therapy is just spending on whatever, clothes, that kind of stuff. And that is going to get $50. Outdoor is $30. Self-care, we're going to do $50. And then miscellaneous, we're going to do $20. So let's add that up. And that's $1,021. So our remaining balance was $41.96. And then we take away $1,021. And that leaves, no, that's not right. 4196 minus 1021. $3,175. Okay, destroy the debt. We are using to pay an extra payment on my personal loan. So that's going to get $200. And then at the mall is going to be our new what is it? Paying down loans, paying down our debt. And that is going to be $100. Now, what we're going to start doing in September is that this money is no longer going towards my personal loan. See, before, if you were here before, that's where exactly I was paying an extra payment on my personal loan on top of my regular monthly payments. But now, since we have to start paying on those student loans come in October, I always want to be at least 1 month ahead. That money I got to put together and put it, because it's going to be somewhere between $300 to $350. I am not sure. It could be almost as close to $400. So we will see. But right now I'm just trying to be proactive and put that money aside. Okay, and then so we take $31.75, we minus $300, and that gives us $2,875 towards our savings. So big savings day, we're going to give that $825. Random Saturday is going to get $331. Travel Tuesday is going to get $600. Travel Thursday is going to get $600. Now, Travel Thursday, I may or may not do. Depending on how long it takes me to do a video for Travel Tuesday, will determine whether or not I put them together. Because I'm trying to trim down the amount of videos that I do, but the amount of money that's going in them tends to take a little bit longer time when you're recording. Okay, and then 2025 is our Christmas fund. That's going to get $180, and savings challenges is going to get $339. Now, another thing I wanted to say is that that's $2,875 going just towards whatever we want. I have really been thinking about, we need to really start putting money towards and paying down that debt. So part of me wants to do that as well as paying for trips. So I have to figure out how much it's going to cost us for these trips that we're taking, as well as maybe putting a little bit more money towards debt. So that's something else I'm looking at. So maybe not this year, but definitely next year is something that I want to take a look at the numbers and see how much money we could set aside for that and still be able to take our elaborate vacations that we want to take. Okay, so let's add this up. 825, 331, 600, 600, 180, 339, and that is 2,875, and it matches, and that is a zero-based budget. So if you are new to my channel, then you know this is a zero-based budget. If you ever have any questions on how to do a zero-based budget, feel free to ask me in the comments. All right, so there we go. That is September, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.